Hey folks, welcome back. Sorry a bit croaky today, probably because I've been swearing at this engine all day and more me ham-fistedness. So I've took the drip rails off that I needed the new end for, being here. They're the new ones, they're the old ones. Would have fitted them, but snapped a banjo bolt. So I've had to buy a set of them, so they'll come next week and they'll go on. Thanks to all of those who commented as to where this goes. Obviously I know it goes in there now, which is going to go in very shortly. Because I haven't been able to get the lines in for the drip rails, I've concentrated really today on stripping the bulkhead as much as I can. So I've got quite a bit off. Obviously the rest of the steering column's off now, and the wiper motor mechanism is a bit of a bastard because the studs have seized in. As you can see there, I've actually cut that one off because I couldn't get it out, and that one's the same, and that's been sheared off by the previous owner. So I'll have a go at getting them out if I can. If not, unfortunately you can't buy parts, you've got to buy the whole mechanism, and it's about 300 quid, which is a full-on get-in and an own goal really. So as you can see, all the dashboard's off. It's now in that box over there. Some of it's a bit battered, some of it's a bit rusty, but majority of it will go again. Maybe a couple of bits I'll have to get sorted, but you can clearly see the reasons why I bought a new bulkhead. It's absolutely shagged that. I still got to get the heater matrix off, which is the other side of that section there, and I've still got to get the rest of the wiring loom out, which I'm going to try and do the next time I'm up, just so that once the wiring loom's out and heater matrix is off, there's a couple of bits of bracketry that I want to salvage, and then they can basically go, that can go in the bin. I'll just get put out for the scrap man and it'll be gone. It'll give me a little bit more room, but you can see I've been moving it about today, and that's the amount of rust that's come off it. So that it's good. I'm not what am I going to say? I'm not in any circumstances lightening the fact that this is going to be a bastard of a job to put back together, because it's been fudged and bodged and all sorts to put together, and there's bits rusted off and fucking drive me nuts. But there you are. I spoke with Pioneer through the week, and they've been really good and very understanding. The fact that this is a 200 TDI, but it's the transfer year, so they supposedly ceased existence in December/January 93-94. This is a January 94, late January 94, and it had disc brakes on the rear, which is fine because some of them did, but mine also had the valve for the 300 TDI and not the bias valve and not the 200 TDI, so I should have had a 300 TDI brake line kit, and I didn't. So not the end of the world. They've been very good. They're making me a new pipe for the one that's short. One of them's a little bit long, but you know, with the amount of stuff that's going under the bonnet, it'll be fine. It's not massively long, it's a couple of inches, so it's a couple of inches between friends. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my progress. Would have liked to have been able to put the wiper motor on and the steering column in today, but you know, time just gets away from you. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you don't. It's completely free of charge. It just gives me a bonus with YouTube. I'm just trying to grow my channel. So also in other news, I'm going to have a look at a Series 2 and early Series 2 in through the week, which is not in greatest of fettle, but if it doesn't need a chassis and it only needs a bit of work on the bulkhead, which is what the guy who's selling it has said, then I'll probably end up with another box of bits being a series 2 here. So thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you again on the next one. Take care.